Now let's continue from where we stopped. We had stopped on acceleration. Acceleration, seeing the formula is change in velocity over time taken. Acceleration A equals to V minus U over T. Change in velocity, we had already said it is final velocity V minus initial velocity U. The SI unit for change in velocity is still what? Meters per seconds. That was a mistake there. The change in velocity is meters per seconds. Then change in velocity, its SI unit is meters per seconds because we are subtracting velocities. While the SI unit of acceleration is meters per seconds squared. SI unit of acceleration is meters per second squared. Going to uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration can be defined as the constant rate of change in velocity with time, or uniform acceleration is when a body moves with equal change in velocity in equal time intervals. When a body moves with uniform acceleration, its final velocity is equal to initial velocity. Have an example here. A car starts from rest. We are aware that when a car starts from rest, therefore its CU equals to what? 0. And it accelerates to a velocity of 10 meters per second. That means that its final velocity is what? Its final velocity is 10 meters per second. Calculate the change in velocity. There's a mistake here. We have 10 in the question where they are using 20. Therefore, you can use 10, and then when you subtract with the 10, change in velocity V equals to U, which is 10 minus 0, which becomes 10 meters per second. So our V is 10 meters per seconds. So there was a mistake there. Note, the velocity to which a body is accelerating becomes the final velocity for that given interval. Then we have differences between velocity and acceleration. Differences between velocity and acceleration. We earlier agreed that when we are stating the differences, we draw a table, put velocity on one side and acceleration on the other side. Velocity, SI unit is meters per second. Acceleration is meters per second squared. Velocity is the rate of change of displacement, while acceleration is the rate of change of velocity with time. That one takes us to another subtopic, and here we're going to be calculating. So I expect you students to be having your calculators nearby. Let's look at the equations of motion. The units of acceleration must always be meters per second squared, and the units of meters